Hi, I'm here with Bartek Balewski, a Google expert on UX design. We are in Copernicus Science Center in 2016 edition of UX Poland. We're having a conference on responsibility in design, which is kind of a new subject and not something we hear daily. Tell me, what that means to you?
For me, this responsibility in design means that we actually have to, as a designer, we are obliged to designing for, not for ourselves, not for our companies, but actually the people that will use our product. And that's kind of important for me, that you have to, when you're creating the product, when you're designing the stuff, you should think all the time about the users and actually what their real needs. And I think that all the enterprise and corporations can benefit out from it in kind of financial way if they actually stick to this main guidance that we are actually designing not for ourselves, not for our product owners and business people, but for the people that we are actually working for.
Okay. You said about impact. Could you think about something that is, in one hand, well designed and the process is okay, but the product itself happens to have bad influence on the people that work on it?
So I think there are like two answers on this question. First one is that if it's really kind of well designed and people go in with all of the insights and they check it out what the people really want and they design it for helping them, it will not happen. I mean, that means if you have a bad impact on the target audience, that means it's bad. It was badly designed. But on the other hand, I can just imagine the situation where, like kind of industry that are, I don't know, like smoking industry can create the product that is so awesome that everyone wants to actually using it and just increase the number of, I don't know, smokers. And this is kind of controversial because in one hand, the people that want to smoke, they kind of feel all right, and in that sense, it's really cool design and really good product. But maybe from some kind of moral reason, it might be a problem for someone. Yes, exactly.
Okay. You said a well-designed product will not do harm to users. Do you have something in mind when you say well-designed? Do you have like particular methodology or tool or a concept that you would recommend for people to guide themselves in designing, being a designer?
I believe in the design thinking methodology. I think that it's actually one of the best one that's currently people are using and the designers are using it. And why? Because it's like focusing on actually the impact that we wanted to do with our design and not the outcomes. So we are not designing the applications, we are not designing the web pages or services, we are designing the things that will help our users, end-up users, and our customers to solve the problems, to fill their needs and something like this.
Okay. Where would you see those like main areas that will need improvement? Like if you would forecast some trends that would come from the users that would be addressing community needs, what do you think would be trending?
So like new UX trends coming from the communities. All right, so this is kind of interesting. I think that the design thinking and basically user experience is starting to pop up in a little bit higher in the hierarchy of the corporations. So the like not only like a product owners using the designers to rethink the product and the processes that they're building, but as well the lower higher managers and some kind of people that kind of create the strategy of the business, starting to using the design thinking process and the designing processes to guide to create the better solution for the corporations. And I think that's kind of involved the changes in the design processes that we have to start to look at the corporation in more holistic way. We are not only designing the application, but we actually are designing the ecosystems, and we actually designing whole enterprise. So it's kind of enterprise design that is like a new trend and new things in our field.
Okay, so basically instead of being buried in just a project or a product, we are more participating in the whole shape of the entire brand, or?
Yeah, exactly. Not only the brand, but the brands. Like if we have like all our portfolios and all our product that they are not existing in the in the vacuum. They are all connected. We have some kind of competitors that we have to include when we are designing. We have our capabilities. We have our technical teams that are working with some kind of processes, and we have the technology that we are using. And all of this, it's very important for creating the great product, to design the best solution. You have to understand your limitations. You have to help other departments, other parts of the enterprise to understand what you're actually doing and what we want to achieve.
Okay. You said about ecosystems, and we're talking more and more constantly about integrating services on different platforms, about omni-channel that became a mantra for the industry. And I'm kind of curious, when you look at all those new things that pop up on the market, kickstarted products and so on, beacons, wearables, Internet of Things, virtual reality, I don't know, all those things that appear to be gadgets, but are getting popularity. What do you think will be integrated fastest in the ecosystems that we have today, or maybe something that you think will turn our perception and make us think or work in different manner?
I think that me myself, I'm a fan of the virtual reality, and I'm really hoping that it will really kick off very fast, and we will see new bursts of the product that is connected with the virtual reality. And services, actually, because this is actually a few weeks on some kind of conference, I saw that they are actually using the virtual reality for the user research, and that was kind of very interesting from my perspective. So I'm really hoping that this will be the next big thing. But you never know. And what's kind of cool with all of these things that's happening, and we have all of these pops, Kickstarters, pops, pop-up startups, and so on. I think it's kind of a new era that we are approaching. It's like an era of people that actually build something very fast, and maybe they fail fast, but all that kind of interactions that they creating the new product, and maybe they are not such a succeed, give us something new, learn us something, teach us some kind of new stuff that can be used in the next for the next product and so on.
Like the notion of personal ability to create impact, to introduce something to the market that actually can shake the rules a little bit.
Yes, exactly. All the stuff that can just shake, the current reality. For me, from my perspective, are actually the best ones.
Okay, we are trying to shake some aspects or some particular things during our workshops. We had a great workshop with Jason about activization of volunteers. Yesterday we also had a workshop with our partner Asseco Electricity about creating or conceptualization of new approach to utility sector. How do you think? Where will we go with that? Can we actually make a difference on those sectors that we all know and we are completely used to a certain standard, or?
I think definitely that's. I wouldn't be here if I didn't believe in that.
Of course. Anything that particularly grabbed your attention, or something that you are looking forward to during this edition of UX Poland?
I think that the best part of the UX part for me are the people that I'm actually meeting. Yeah, they are like the groups of people that I'm working with on the workshop. They are extraordinary. All of them are really focused. They, you know, like 1 year ago or 2 years ago, when you're starting to implement some kind of presenting the design thinking workshop, the people have a struggle with understanding what you want to do. What are you asking them to do? And like these days, those people are actually taking it as granted. You know, they don't question it and stuff. They just know that, wow, this is the way how they want it to work, and they want to actually develop the ideas and the product. So this is kind of great insights for me, and I'm looking forward to meet more of that kind of people.
Well, big business generally turns towards experience design and creates own methodology. You were talking about these Google design sprints, right?
Yes.
Could you briefly familiarize us with the basics and the core principles behind it?
Sure. So basically, Google Design Sprint was created by Google Ventures and the organization called IDEO. It's a well-known company that's created design thinking. So it's in the core of the design sprint lies design thinking methodology. Basically, it's a workshop using these principles, design thinking principles, to very rapidly create your products and tackle your business challenge and the design challenge. So if you have like you kickstarting some kind of project, or you are in the middle of some kind of major shift with your current project that you have, the sprint helps you to rapidly create your way in which direction you have to go and what kind of change you wanted to implement it, and then how do you want to do it.
Okay, so a validation tool, and at the same time a way to narrow down concepts into more direct
exactly.
plans.
Exactly. So even I would say even that during the sprint you can create the ideas. Actually, you can soak with some kind of insights, learn something about what you want to do, what your kind of business environment is around you. Create the ideas and then prototype it and validate it with the real kind of users.
Okay, I see. I learned recently that Adobe's InVision is is another example of this approach of big business to design thinking, to experience design. Are you familiar with the tool? Did you have an opportunity to?
I didn't have the opportunity to actually use it, but I saw like a tutorial, so I watched it. But I think that many other huge organization, corporation is starting actually to using design thinking methodology. I heard that even IBM is actually doing this. So, you know, like the very, very big fish actually starting to move to this.
What do you think is inventing their own design methodologies and their own concepts how to approach this subject? Is it actually moving on, pushing the conversation forward, or is it something like reinventing the wheel just because we are big and we need to have our own brand of methodology? I
definitely thinking that all the kind of discussion, conversation, and shaping the methodology, it's only for benefits for the methodology, right? So basically, if no one will talk about it, it will be stays as it is, and it will never grow. So when you're using it, you're actually developing it and reinventing the concept. Actually gives you more flexibility to use it in your organization, because you know it's not like mathematics. So it's not. You have to adapt this methodology to your own needs, to your own context, environment, and your business. So I think it's great. I'm really happy with it.
Great. Thank you very much, and enjoy the conference.
Thanks.
And I'm looking forward to some more talks with you guys.
Thank you.